Hey everybody, welcome back to My Wings of Refuge. I'm so excited today. We're going to make some sourdough tortillas. You can do so many things with tortillas, from making wraps to using them as a pizza crust to making sandwiches out of them. I love to make grilled cheese on them, and I don't even put any butter or anything. I just take my tortillas, I can just either cut them in half or put another one on top of it, layer my cheese. Sometimes I'll put some ham on there for my husband, and then I like to put them on the George Foreman grill. Makes wonderful grilled cheeses. Put your pizza sauce on there, put your toppings on there, pop them in the oven, makes a wonderful pizza crust. I can't say enough about that, but we're going to have some fish tacos tonight for dinner, and I'm out of my homemade sourdough tortillas. So we're going to get started and make some today, and feel free to make extras because these freeze really well, and so you want to make plenty because they're going to be delicious. Let's get started. First of all, I have a big handy dandy bowl, and I have my sourdough starter from my refrigerator. It does not have to be fed, but it does need to have a good stir, and we want about a half of a cup. There we go. So we're just going to put that in our bowl. And then we want a cup and a third of warm water right out of the tap, as warm as you can get it. And then we want a fourth of a cup of oil. Pretty much any oil will work. Some people really like olive oil or avocado oil. You can use vegetable oil. You can even coconut oil, the melted coconut oil. Some people even use butter and melt the butter, but you have to have that fat. Then we want a teaspoon of salt. Then we're going to add in our flour. I like to do mine with a wooden spoon. And we have 4 cups of flour here. Depending on the humidity level, depending on your starter and how wet your starter is, will depend on really how much flour you need. I like to start with 4 cups of flour, and if I need to, I can add just a little bit more if it's too sticky. I like to use organic either bread flour or an all-purpose flour. You can use a whole wheat or a whole grain, but you don't want to use too much of it because it will change your consistency. At least less than half. And so I usually do, if I'm doing 4 cups, I usually do 1 or 2 cups, but 2 cups is starting to push it. And so less is better for your consistency of a whole grain. Then we just give it a good stir. So mine is looking a little sticky. So I'm going to do probably about a fourth to a half of a cup, and then if I need to, I'll do a little bit more. I could end up needing 5 cups of flour. I think 4½ cups is going to be perfect for me today. Then we're just going to take this and we're going to plop it in to a greased bowl. Okay, so now we have our dough here in our bowl, and we're going to take a damp towel and just put it right over the top, and we're going to let that rest here for about 30 minutes and then we'll get started again. Okay, so now I've just got a floured surface here. It's been about 30 minutes and you can see our bread here. It's nice and soft, but it's trying to rise a little. And we're just going to put it on our floured surface. And I just want to cut this into about 32 pieces, something like that. So now we have 32 cut out. Now it really depends on what size you want yours to be, because when we're going to roll them out, you can make smaller ones or you can also make larger ones. And so just whatever size you really want them to be, you'll have to play around with the size part for you. We're going to take one of these balls on a floured surface, and I'm just going to kind of push it out with my fingers. If it gets sticky, I'm going to add just a tiny bit of flour. Then you can roll it a little bit into the size that you want. And then we're going to take this while it's dry on our griddle. So I've got this set on medium high heat, and I'm going to wait to see little bubbles, and once I get some good bubbles forming, we will flip them. Okay, I'm going to try to flip it. Ta-da! Now we'll wait for a couple more bubbles. Aren't these beautiful? I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I know if I can do this, you can do yours so much better, and so don't be afraid to get out there and tackle it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you would, please give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, click the subscribe button and give us a comment. Maybe you make these too, maybe your recipe is a little bit different. There's so many different ways you could do this. You can make them thicker, you can make them bigger, you can add different things to them. And so give us a comment down below, and y'all have a great week. Stay tuned next week. You just never know what's going to happen right here on My Wings of Refuge.